demystify the infamous and dangerous and much lied about Eric A. Cinotti. This is where public corruption, abuse of power, a waste and misabuse of public dollars, and ultimately using your personal position for gaining power and influence over others is met with extreme hostility. Otherwise, everyone else is welcome. Welcome to the Hostile Zone.
Welcome to the Hostile Zone. You're with the infamous in your face. Right there, your face. Turn around behind you. It's me. In your face. Eric A. Cinotti. Eric Andrew Cinotti. Who is it? Eric who?
Eric Andrew Cinotti.
Oh, no. Eric Cinotti. Right? We already did the big A. Eric Cinotti. Here. Hostile Zone. With you. 99.9 KKTC. True Country. What is it?
True America.
True America, baby. That's right. You're with the infamous in your face Eric Cinotti. Eric A. Cinotti. Along with and accompanied by on-air vocalist and singing talent, Miss Bianca Sea.
Hello, everyone. Bianca Sea. That's me.
Bianca Sea. Beautiful, beautiful. And we have the infamous, or not so infamous, R-Dub in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
Shout out R-Dub. Give it out. Anybody out there you want to say hi to? Mama. We're calling Mama today.
Potentially.
No. We're calling Mama. It's already. That's why the phone is like right here.
Oh,
yeah, it's already ready to go.
Mama.
Mama.
Mama, you know I love you.
So, all right. And we have also with us back there, we have Richard, Dick for short.
What's up, everybody?
How are we today there, Dick?
Fantabulous.
Woo,
I love
fantabulous. So we know that you are actively pursuing some sponsorships because you are such a fashionista. And how's that going for you?
Trying to get some clothing lines and, other maybe makeup and beauty stuff like that.
You're going to wear makeup? Really?
Well, I don't, but it's a good thing to have sponsors for.
Right.
Yeah,
Listen, I
absolutely.
love a good sponsor. Definitely I do.
Hey, also with the makeup, it comes with moisturizers and stuff. And nowadays, manly men wear moisturizers all the time.
Manly men. Are you a manly man there, R-Dub?
Obviously.
Yeah. Do you have the mic on?
I do.
Do you? Good. I have the mic check. Yeah, do a mic check.
Mike.
No, I think they wanted to gobble. Mic check, baby! All right, so Kenny is back from his long extra duty on the weekend for a little bit of mishap in the green room. Is he back there working on donuts or something? What's going on with him back there?
I've actually been putting him on sponsorship details.
Yeah, he was actually working with Angelo before, too. Him and Angelo were out doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but I know Angelo was giving him a hard time. So.
Oh, really?
And it's always a good time when you're hanging out with the Gambetti. You can do whatever you want with the Angelo Gambetti, right? You like Angelo, right? R-Dub?
So sweet.
Right?
Yeah,
You're right. Or you're a little afraid of Mr. Gambetti, aren't you?
a little bit.
Can you tell us why you're a little afraid? Is he on
He's
set
nothing
right now?
but sweet to me.
Hey, Inch, where is he? Right, Inch.
Is he even here?
Inch. We're gonna. So now tell everybody. Ed, pay attention to the prompter in the back. Tell everybody why you're afraid of Mr. Gambetti.
Well, because behind the scene, he criticizes me and sometimes hits me.
God, you're sandbagging me here, bro.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, you know what? Be lucky that he doesn't hit you, like literally clip you or something like that.
Yeah,
It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. So, all right. So here we are again, yet another day here on KKTC, an Angel Fire Broadcasting production for our 99.9 True Country, True America.
True America, yeah.
99.9. On time as usual. Thank you to our tech team. As the leader of this ship here, I guess I have to take the heat again for us going late on air every night. We are a 9 p.m. Mountain Time show, so I'm ready at 9 p.m., so I apologize. Please do not change your dial because of that. I have no control over somebody not pushing a button or something technical or computer crashing or power outage or one of them 900 things that seem to happen. And I can tell you with this show, we always have tech issues, not just with KKTC, with every network. There's always some kind of issue.
Well, behind the scenes is always.
But being late is another thing. I mean, being late is that is one that I will personally apologize to everybody out there listening and watching us. I apologize if you tuned in to watch the show or listen to the show and you tuned in at 9 p.m. Mountain Time or an hour later or 2 hours later or an hour before, based on whatever area code you're in, time zone. I apologize, and I hope that you forgive me and my team for this, and that you continue on with us. I mean,
That's very honest
it's
of you.
It's a work in progress. I gotta be the one to, to say, here it is. This is what happens. The buck stops with me. You know what I mean? The buck stops with me. So
I love that you're keeping it real.
I keep it fresh. I keep it fresh. Hey, do I keep it fresh, bro?
Always.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this microphone fresh that you didn't mic me up so not so good with.
Technical difficulty number 1.
I fixed it. I think I did your job for you. I think I might have to apply for apprenticeship and
Earlier on the feed, we did a little live, and all the whole time I was like half on, and then I'm like, wait, I'm trying to mic myself up.
And it only hit like 10,000 people in that 1 minute.
I'm like popping. I'm like, hi.
So anyway, here we are, yet another day with the Hostile Zone. Going to be hostile with you as usual. We're going to keep it real. We're going to start off with a little bit of hard news.
Okay.
And then we're going to get into the fun. All right. So let me do
it's
the hard.
Always fun.
The hard. It's always fun, right? Is it always fun, hard up?
I have fun.
Good. Just for that, have a candy. No. You don't want.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
No. We'll save it. Pick out the one you. Pick out which one you like the most.
You know what, R-Dub? If you're gonna take one, I'll take one with you. I'll take one for the team.
No, but let's have
you can't screw up your vocal cords.
It's all right.
Let me get some hard news, people. All right.
All right.
We're gonna do it live. That's it. We're doing it live. That's it. We're doing it live.
All right.
All right. So, quick hard news stuff. Again, I try not to give too much. I don't want everybody to go to bed depressed. I don't want to make this all hard news all the time, but there are things that I like to keep you abreast to on what's going on. And there's been a very interesting set of affairs in a rare display from the White House. This administration, the Biden administration, has actually said that the State Department, under the direction of President Biden, intends to impose travel restrictions on people who belong to extremist Jewish groups or Jewish extremist groups who were settled in the West Bank area, I guess, because there was some attacks on Palestinians.
Okay.
Not too sure on all the details with what attacks actually transpired. Now, we're talking Jewish people attacking Palestinian people, as compared to what we've been talking to before, which was Hamas, the terror organization in Gaza, which is Palestine. But that is the terrorist wing of the Palestinian people. But this is for actual Jewish people, I guess, extremist groups, Jewish extremist group. I don't know why they didn't have the word terrorist to that. But regardless, a group of Jewish individuals attacked some Palestinian people. So in a precedented move in the White House, the Biden administration has announced that they intend to do something with the State Department, restricting travel visas and all that kind of stuff. When we have shifting in countries with war and famine and disease, people take in people, from these places to help them and et cetera. But the United States is saying that these particular people in this established area in the occupied Western Bank area, that they are not going to allow them to make entry to the United States. But there has not been put anything on the table as to how they're going to identify which particular people in visas are actually were engaged in this behavior.
Okay.
How many actual people there were that they suspect were engaged in this? Did they actually have identities of these people? Who knows? It's all, again, Cinotti keeps it fresh. It hits the wire or a source that I get, and then I disseminate it to you. So that's what I have right now. There's been some recent attacks in the West Bank, and in a precedent move since the Biden administration, the White House has been staunchly behind Israel in this whole conflict with Hamas. So this is a little bit of a left lean, no pun intended, left lean, but whatever, right lean, left lean, a lean away from the direction they had been going all along, which would have been like staunch, steadfast for Israel. So it's something to pay attention to. Keep in mind, like I wonder what the real motive might be behind that. Not to say that there's a motive, but why all of a sudden, why this small select group of people? I don't really know. Interesting.
It is interesting.
And and a lot of it, this is so fresh, this news, and I'm giving you like off the wire news, so there's not a lot of information out there always yet, and a lot of it is that I get from the wire, so it's not actually really generated into a news story yet. People like me write it,
Well,
so
I get surprised every day.
and I write a lot of these stories,
Yeah.
whether I'm actually authoring them directly or I'm actually assisting in the authoring and writing of them, or analysis for other agencies and media productions. That. So besides having contacts that I deal with these people, all kinds of people in the business, all these various businesses, but then I have the wire information as well. So I keep it fresh with you, but I don't have any further specific details. But I do find this to be an interesting topic because of the fact that it's a little bit of a role reversal from what we've been seeing over recent times. Also, not to keep driving the Israel Hamas thing into our heads every night, but it is something we need to think about. We need to keep our minds and our eyes and our ears open. But Israel has made it very clear that they have no intention, and I said this yesterday, they have no intention of slowing down or backing down. This is it. They're all in on this battle. They intend to wipe out, mitigate Hamas, not the Palestinian people, the people that committed terror acts and assaulted Israelis. But they say that they intend to have open-ended control over all security in the entire Gaza Strip area. They intend to do that. So this is big because they intend to now maintain. They're going to basically control security, and ultimately, I don't know what terminology you want to use. Occupy, supervise. They called it control of security. I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Off the wire news, and so then bringing that, keep it fresh. A little bit of Latin America again.
Oh, okay.
The Peruvian Constitutional Court ordered the immediate humanitarian release on Tuesday for the former president Alberto Fujimori. So President Alberto Fujimori, who's 85 years old, was convicted back in 2009 or 10 for executing. He was the president from 1990 to 2000 in Peru. This whole case now was actually heard in Lima, which is the capital of Peru.
Yes.
And he was sentenced to 25 years for ordering the military militia style execution of how many people? Let me see if I get them. 25 Peruvians, at least that's what they named in that case. So he was convicted to 25 years back in 2010, I think, or 9, something like that, 2009 or 2010, for 25 years. But the court ordered his immediate release due to humanitarian reasons. So whether he's got some kind of sickness, I don't know what is the humanitarian crisis that he needs to be released early. But they did order the immediate release of the former president, or ex-president, because he was convicted. So ex-president, they ordered his immediate release to be done that same day.
Really?
And now it is Tuesday today, so yesterday, Tuesday. So that's fresh. So
that is super fresh. Just yesterday, my goodness.
And I say, what's interesting is that we've been talking a lot about the porous border in Mexico, and we're talking about what countries are interacting with Latin America, and we no longer have a giant ocean in between us. And this is another example. We were talking about Guyana's sovereignty being flexed upon by oh wow, I'm all lost here. Guyana yesterday, they had their sovereignty from Venezuela. They were pushing over the oil and mineral areas. They kind of got a sanction or annex off a section. So we were talking about that, and we had talked about other places where other countries have been hanging out, and Cuba had been a place that the Russians were for the Cuban Missile Crisis. So bringing it round circle, Peru is another Latin American country, and obviously this is Japanese descent, which might make you wonder what Japanese were doing in having a good population there. But they did bomb us in isn't
Peru friends with us in the United States?
No, I didn't say they're not, but I'm just saying when you look at populations of people and why they are where they are. Peru is the southern tip of the continent, so it's got ocean all around it. It's a strategic spot for somebody to land in if they wanted to truck their way north and into the United States.
Well, in certain areas, it's more of like a Japanese style of Peruvian, and they're mostly known for their delicacies. If you see the lomo or my favorite, the Peruvian rice, it's kind of like an Asian style, except they have that Peruvian flair.
Right.
So actually, there's a lot of people around there that are in charge that are kind of
I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm saying I'm just saying it's another thing in a Latin American country. And my point was that we had the Pearl Harbor attacks on the United States. Japan did that to us.
Yes.
And you will have to question, were they in Latin America before the attacks? Because then they would have less of an ocean to travel.
Well, isn't there like some military in?
There is a lot of military stuff there.
So maybe there has been like some people from the Japanese that probably say hey and settled there.
I don't know. I don't know if they said hey. Did they say hey? Hey, ask Dick. How does it go? Did they?
Hey.
So he wants to, so that's what. So is that what they did?
I love history and everything, so I just go.
I was just putting a thought out there. Don't bop me, and Miss Bianca Sea, don't take it in the wrong direction.
Now you're making me.
I was merely making a statement.
Chaufa. That's what I was talking about. Chaufa. That's
What is that?
Arroz chaufa is the
arroz. Get the roll. You got the roll. You got the roll back there, Ardem?
I have to say that's my favorite.
Give me a roll.
Dish, arroz chaufa. They do chicken or beef or chicken. Now you guys sound like Eartha Kitt.
God. I mean,
Well, you know what? That's impressive that you guys.
We're
can
being
do
rude
that.
to Miss Bianca Sea here. We're being rude.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive though, because you guys know how to do your R. Still,
It's a rolling R. It's a rolling R. So anyway, yeah, no, so they got some good food there actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they really do. But no, I was just really saying that like you find because after World War II, people were saying there was a lot of Germans or Nazis in other areas in Latin America as well. I forgot maybe what it was, Costa Rica or some other spots in that area that people had seen some swastikas and this stuff, and you just got to ask yourself.
That's also that's more Native American. So
that's separate. Don't confuse it. Don't get confused.
Or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't even go that route.
I saw something with the turquoise, so that's
slice that out. R-Dub, we need to edit that. That's an editor right there. That the Native American did not carry any Nazi any Nazi symbols. The symbols are similar, different color, and the symbols that were found in Latin America were not Native American symbols that were similar to Nazi swastikas. Okay. But okay, anyway, moving forward. Okay, so that was with Peru. Moving forward, we need to pay attention because we are not alone here in the world. And I'm not talking about space again and aliens, but we'll probably get there at some point again. But we are not the only ones. Europe is now made an announcement that they are of serious concern, grave concern of potential terrorist attacks against Europe. During the Christmas season, Christmas holiday season, Christmas, New Year's, etc. Due to the Israeli-Hamas conflict. Okay. So they put that out from the European Home Affairs Commissioner. Made that announcement on Tuesday, warned that they're concerned. So I put that out because we talk continuously on this show about keeping your head on a swivel, keeping that 360, 365. If you're watching me at home on TV, 360, 365. 360 is your directional, front, back, side, left, right. And then 365 is every day of the week, every day of the year. So keep that in mind because we talk about that on the show, but here they are in Europe making an announcement that they are gravely concerned about terror acts that could actually find their way into these people's lives during this holiday season. And moving forward with a little more hard news, the FBI director, Christopher Wray, has been requesting that the Senate reauthorize Section 702. That's the FISA Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, aka people know it as like the Patriot Act back in the day. This was originally something that was crafted post 9/11, and it allows the FBI and other law enforcement and counterintelligence agencies, the military, etc., to surveil without a warrant people that are communicating overseas. Supposed to be foreign people, but there's been so much stuff. As we know, the infamous name Edward Snowden, right? Everybody knows that name. RW, you know Ed Snowden, who he is?
Off the top of my head, I cannot say.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
Wasn't there like a movie?
There's a movie, of course. Miss Bianca, he's going to show you up on Edward Snowden. School him. School him before he can look it up. School him.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody to get schooled. So Edward Snowden was the guy that worked for. I think he worked for Booz Allen, which is one of the contractors. I'm not correct. Don't beat me up, Booz Allen. But I know he did work for that particular agency. But he was a national security agency and CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, contractor, employee, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he was the big person that did the whole leak about the data mining and gathering intelligence and stuff without warrants and etc. So this 702 is set to expire at the end of the month, and they would like to. The FBI would like to, along with, well, they're the ones that made the pitch today, but the FBI and other agencies would like to see the Foreign Intelligence 702 program continue on. But there's been some serious pushback by both Republicans and Democrats in both houses of Congress, the Senate and the House of Representatives, because of the abuses that have been known to take place. Just on a specific but very quick note on that, they call, and depending on what verbiage, and I'm air quoting the verbiage you want to use, but the January 6th rioters, insurrectionists, protesters, whatever you want to call them, it was been uncovered that the FBI, they did use some databases to look at Americans, and they used the 702 programs to do that.
Oh.
So that is, they improperly searched databases that are in that record for these people, and these are not, this is not foreign intelligence stuff. So they're saying that they, this is like again, a what say you out there to my loyal fans, supporters, followers, and everybody else that's been watching and listening in. Again, you can get us here at 99.9 KKTC, True Country, True America. You can also get the live stream right now. You can grab it live right now on any one of our social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and got Twitter, or now X, Elon Musk's X. So it's all there. And whatever, and depending on your individual cable, and I did get an email from one of the cable providers that may be picking up the show. I'm not sure if it's going to cover your neighborhood, but I'm working on it. But anyway, so you can catch all that we're talking about online, watching it or listening to us. But I'm looking out for you folks. I'm here to tell you what is going on. So this is food for thought. This 702 FISA program is good, but there's been a lot of pushback on either side who believes it was abused and pushed too far. Listen, if you've watched any of my shows or listened to any of my shows, not just the 5-day-a-week one here in KKTC, but on all the other networks that I'm aired on, we talk about, and I talk wholeheartedly and openly about less restrictive government. Government doesn't belong in your bedroom. It doesn't belong on your phones, listening to you on the phone. They don't, it's just this, that's not what the government's there for. It's there to protect us, absolutely, and provide all the weapons and tools that the government needs to combat and fight terrorism and fight criminality that actually affect our communities and affect our people and our allies. Not weaponizing the government and taking advantage of people, or wasting and abusing your money, your tax money on frivolous, waste of time, garbage investigations and cases. So is a 50-50 split here, is a fine line, gray area when it's good. When too much of one thing becomes bad. And, so like too much of a good thing becomes bad. Too much information always isn't the best thing. Sometimes a little deductive reasoning with your head and artificial intelligence maybe is not always the best thing. So that's 702. I will keep you in tune with that. But that is the front on that stuff. Now we have a family of a 46-year-old Florida man filed a wrongful death suit against Panera Bread Company.
Really? Oh, I love that company.
Yes, they said that the 46-year-old man had a history of high blood pressure and potentially maybe other cardiac related issues, but ultimately he did not indulge in heavily caffeinated beverages. He was not an energy drink person. RW, you're an energy drink person. What do you drink?
What do you drink, RW?
Oh,
for energy drink.
Well, I'm not allowed to say because they don't sponsor.
Oh,
Oh, caught
no.
Dang, there you
you.
go.
I am a big fan of water.
There you go.
Got
There
it.
you go. So anyway, this gentleman
water, too.
was not an energy drink person, was not a super caffeinated person, and he apparently in that time frame, and I want to say, let me look here down on my screen, double check here, September and October, and that he had drank what they called Panera's charged lemonade at least 7 times over the course of 2 weeks. And I think on the day in question, he specifically had at least 2 or 3 of these charged lemonades. Now here's the conversation, Miss Bianca.
Yeah, sure.
Apparently they're saying, well, let me tell you what happened. All right.
Okay, tell me. I'm curious.
So he drank these lemonades, and he has receipts that he had been drinking these. He goes in there and eats there, and he drinks these Panera charged lemonades.
Okay, yes.
So this and he had at least 7 of them or so in that period of time over the past week. Plus, they didn't think they had 3 even that day of this incident. So he left Panera Bread and went to walk home after that. Now, mind you, he's 46. So he's not an old person. So he should be capable of walking home, and he ended up having a cardiac incident and ultimately died.
Wow. Well, how far? I wonder how far he had to walk.
They're not specifying on that. This is a lawsuit that was filed.
Ooh.
So I don't really know the details of that. That's again, it's fresh in your face, fresh.
That is really like
it is fresh. It's like a Dunkin' Donut. Shout out to Dunkin' Donut. I gotta say it. Remember, because I say that because it was like time to make the donuts. Remember that commercial? But anyway, Kenny's probably eating it back there. But anyway, yeah.
But
I keep it fresh. So this story, the
I
family.
feel bad for the guy though.
Yeah, well, the family, he's not here, so
Sorry
I
for the
mean,
family.
he's probably feeling okay right now. His family's not. So they filed the suit. Like anything, I'm sure there'll be a settlement out of court, and there'll probably be no conversation on what the details are.
I wonder if that company is going to be changing their recipes.
Well, here's the thing. That's what I want.
I like the drinks.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was saying that they said that this charged lemonade was in an area in where you went when you've gone to Panera Bread. RW, you've been to Panera Bread, right?
Yeah, they put it next to the soda.
Yes, I have been there before.
Thank you. Yes, I have been there before. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So
who hasn't?
So then you know that you walk over and you got your lemonade, and they had green tea and stuff too.
I used to love the green.
And they got
stuff
their lemonades and everything. Well, apparently it was mixed in with these things, so I guess he didn't realize that it was overly charged or it was an energy drink, and I don't even know if it really was. There's not too much details on this case.
I gotta say, they do list of what's in that drink, so they have like the type of fruit, whatever, carrots or kale or something, whatever.
Right.
They always have it listed.
The key here is the word charged. Panera charged. I would have questioned what charged meant. But again, what does a reasonable person believe that to be charged? It could mean anything. It could be electrolytes in there. It could be anything.
That's what I'm assuming.
They have those electrical drinks. Not even just electrolytes, but they had those ones that were electrically charged. Remember, they were at one point they were charging drinks with batteries. I remember somebody was selling that in New Jersey.
Whoa.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but the guy swore it was going to cure cancer, and he died of cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice guy, but he swore, and everybody tried to tell him to. Like, probably water's not going. Oh, it's alkaline water.
Alkaline water? Oh.
It was like it's a charged water, and it was going to cure his cancer or something, but he died. So the point of the story is that this was alkaline water, so maybe there's a confusion when this said charged lemonade. I don't know. And then I guess the placement of the lemonade, and then children now, because there are some rules on who can buy certain levels of energy drinks. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a conversational piece on this. I'm not giving any any legal analysis on it. And with that, I'm going to slide this back. I gave the hard news of
That
today.
was the hard news.
And now we can chat. So RW, you've been waving around at me over there. You got a whole bunch of stuff in there in the queue. Where I know the emails have been swamped. Oh, TheHostileZone at bbstalkradio.com. TheHostileZone at bbstalkradio.com. Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone Facebook, The Hostile Zone Facebook fan page, and Bianca Sea Facebook, The Hostile Zone at BBS Talk Radio. Okay, R-Dub, I put it all out there. Now, what say you, R-Dub? What say you?
Well, maybe we can consider this not hard news, but like a medium news.
Medium.
But
Wow. Are we now coining a new segment?
We could be always trying to throw more things to make the show more interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Is it more interesting? Yeah. I'm feeling like it's interesting. All right, go ahead.
So I guess my question for, even for the both of you is like, what is your guys' stance on like the solitary confinement in the prison systems?
Oh boy, that's a serious one.
Okay, honestly, I like this one. I'm going to obviously provide a different opinion on this based on my experiences, my education and training, and then yours is going to be different. Which is good. We're all going to have different opinions. So I'm going to give you the legal professorial analysis of this question. Basically, solitary confinement, I think, had a good purpose. Its intention was good, I think, at one point. And I think at times it could be a solution or, let's say, a mitigation to a situation, not a solution. I'll put it like that. Because you're talking about depriving somebody. They're already deprived of their liberty. They don't have the free will. When we talk about church and my Catholic school upbringing and whatever, no matter what you believe your maker is, you have free will. We all have free will to decide what we're going to do. When you're imprisoned, you lose that free will. You get up at the time they tell you to get up. You eat at the time they tell you and all that. So you've already been deprived free will and deprived access to your family and access to a lot of things, just regular everyday communication, just down to toilet paper and when you shower. Right. So that's just in general prison, right? So now you're talking about depriving somebody of sensory. Their sensory, their vision, their hearing, their everything, their ability to talk and communicate with anybody. I think that has a toll on somebody's mental health and somebody's overall health. And I think it also has an immune system problem with people, because we know of people that have spent a long time in solitary. They have not only suffer mental health issues, but they suffer physical illnesses. A lot of them, and they'll get cancers, and their immune system falls down. What I think the mitigation part of it, not the solution, is if you have a particular member of a group, a gang member, or a particularly volatile individual, somebody that is assaulting staff, assaulting other inmates, then you need to segregate them. But I guess solitary, and segregation. So I probably would be more prone to segregation than solitary. If you look at any of the cases like Alcatraz, the famous Alcatraz.
What's the difference with segregation?
Segregation is like this. They have like the admin segregation, witness people protection. People. The segregation would be like people are put into the admin segregation. And that would be people that might be problematic. That's the word of the day. Problematic in a general pod. they call it a pod or whatever they're going to be. So they might be in an individual cell by themselves. They don't have a roommate or a cellmate or cellie or whatever. They don't have one of those people because they were or maybe going to be violent or violence against them. But they'll be in a separation unit, segregation unit. So they always can see other people maybe through the window or have a little brief moment of something.
Oh wow, that's what gets me confused because I thought that was the same thing.
Solitary is
okay.
If you watch any of these crazy movies that you see on TV, you know, like in Alcatraz.
Like Joker wasn't solitary.
No, I have no idea what that one is. I'm thinking of
like Batman, Joker.
I'm thinking of like factual stuff. I don't know that one, but
I might be wrong.
like they did this in Alcatraz, Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania. John Gotti experienced this in federal, and he got very sick.
Oh.
Also, Sammy the Bull Gravano had done some time in not segregation, in like isolation.
Wow.
So I think that this does play a role on your mental health and your health, but
I believe so.
That's my opinion, coming from a societal opinion, social views opinion, and public administrative and a legal opinion. I did not give an individual opinion on that. That was my professional. Now, what say you? I mean,
well, honestly, I just only know from movies, to be honest. So
right, and you quoted the Joker, so quite clearly you're not really familiar with.
Well, like with Joker, when Harley Quinn was visiting him, it was in solitary. You know, that I'm picturing what you're describing is like
you don't visit
anybody. Walls.
You don't visit any. Oh yeah, that's a little different.
Oh, okay. So I might be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be a little different everywhere you go. I mean,
depends on where you.
Why you ask that question anyway?
That is super
So the reason that
stay out of trouble for me. That's it.
The reason that I brought that up is because as we were going through, I was reading some more news, and from yesterday, the Senate was just introduced a bill to end solitary confinement in federal institutions.
Oh.
And then they are giving the states more power and like kind of incentive to try and do the same.
It's kind of like the abortion issue, sort of, because they're bringing the decision back to the state and not at the federal level. So interesting. I mean, for you to think of it like this, being locked away in your closet and not ever seeing anybody, but getting to breathe fresh air for 1 hour a day, if that, and a once a week shower. You know, your toilet is in the same room with you. You don't talk to anybody. You get food slid through a tray, and that's it. You know, that's your life. So, okay, what else we got, R-Dub? That's an interesting follow-up, though. Keep me up to date on that.
What did they say? Don't do the time if you don't do the crime if they don't do the time.
Well, the problem is half the time most people that commit crimes don't do time, and people that actually don't commit crimes end up being prosecuted and end up having more problems than people that commit crimes.
Oh, that's so sad.
So anyway, go on.
So, and then the next thing is people were asking about the when we were talking about the mafia stuff from yesterday's show.
Okay. What else do we got? Okay. Is there a long line of queue people on questions here? Where are we on the time, by the way?
We probably have about another 10 to 13 minutes.
Okay, so 15 minutes since they started late. Okay. Yeah. All right. So go ahead. So what's the questions? Pick a good one, R-Dub. Just don't throw up. Is there organized crime in New Jersey? Come on, man.
Organized crime.
Give me something. Give me something in there that's better. Give us something else. I know that you got a million emails.
Well, the other day I saw the movie Casino. That's a good movie.
You act like you saw it the first time.
I can see that movie over and over. To be honest, it's one of my.
What do you like better, that Casino? All right, here we go.
I like them all. It's so hard to choose.
You have your question, or you want to talk about?
Oh, you brought up casinos, and I love gambling, so I wanted to hear where you were going with that.
Oh no,
I was talking about the movie Casino.
Oh, not as fun.
No. Oh, it is very much fun.
It is.
Is it?
It is a good time.
It
Yeah.
is so fun.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll have to look.
You gotta watch Goodfellas, Casino, Irishman, The Godfather.
Was once the highest cursing movie on record,
Until
but
Wolf of
until
Wall
Wolf of Wall Street was number one, so now Casino's number two.
Well, Miss Bianca, let's have you go into some of your entertainment news if you have any, and then that'll give me.
You didn't ask me the mafia question.
Oh, you still wanted the mafia question?
Real quick, because you asked it, and whoever it is on the other end of that tablet and those computers you're at.
Well, people were just wanting you to follow up on where we kind of ended because we had a very short time for you to actually talk about it.
You know what? Mark it down. Let's do an episode on what we will have. Let's have put out some polls. Let's have like segments during the week. You know, we can have like we can have movie Mondays or something, and we can have something on Wednesday. We can have Mafia Monday. I don't know. We can have whatever. You know, we can have segments. So this way we don't. I mean, we're keeping it fresh, people. We're keeping it fresh.
We could call it M&M.
In your face.
We could call it M&M.
Do it. Right here, do it. No, roll with me. Roll. Roll. All right. So we will do a mafia section. Yes. There is obviously organized crime stuff out there, you know, but it has nothing to do with just Italians or anything. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Well, yes, we can have a segment to deal with these things. Do you have any entertainment news while he's digging away?
Sure. Remember a couple of episodes before I was talking about Susan Sarandon?
Yeah, help me out. She said something anti-Israel.
She said something,
and she was dropped from United Arts, and they picked up Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Well, again, she's in the news.
Boy.
They're saying that Susan Sarandon dropped from film project consideration after anti-Jewish rant.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it say the film or?
Well, it says David Barrios, if I'm correct, the co-founder of the indie film production. Barroso, yes. The co-founder of indie film production company said we were considering her for a short film, but due to her recent statements, we have decided to pursue other options.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, not a but. It's just I'm interested in to know what the project was.
Well, it wasn't too soon. It was in the project of her being in the Rolodex, but they're choosing somebody else. They haven't chosen that person to replace her yet, but they're still in the middle of looking.
Well, hey, listen, you know what? Actions and words have consequences, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she did what she did allegedly or didn't do allegedly. We don't convict people here on this show. We don't convict people on Google. We don't convict people in the media.
Right.
That's not what Cinotti does. I'm with you, people. I'm here for you, folks. So, we call a spade a spade. So go on. What else you got there?
And also, well, remember my favorite topic was when I was talking about yesterday about Sylvester Stallone.
What about Mr. Stallone?
About that little kid, dude.
And we watched the video yesterday.
Oh my God, wasn't that a cute video?
It was a great one. Yes,
that kid was so adorable that he had a black shiny jacket, just like Rocky, with the tiger in the back. It was super cute.
That was
like
Rocky 3.
Yeah,
that was Rocky 3.
Remember when he was wearing with the hat?
He's got the hat right. He's got the fedora right here. He got a fedora, which we have right here on set. Enjoy the fedora. I got a whole collection
of them.
And then
remember he got a small collar to match with his dog, and he wore it as a bracelet. It was super cute.
It was the dog. Yeah. That's funny.
Well, that I wanted to bring that up again because like he's one of my favorite actors too. So like and I love the speech. Like every day I hear that.
Right. And we were gonna play that actually, right? Yeah.
It's so motivating, and I just wanted to say that.
All right.
Again, like if you haven't had a chance, folks, you gotta listen to that statement what he said on Rocky Balboa, the speech. What
Right.
he said to his son. It is so
It is
motivating.
good. It's good. We're going to post it on Facebook, and we actually didn't, but we will.
Yeah.
Again.
And it could be for any situation.
It really is. It's great.
It can go any situation that's tough.
We're running on a hard time.
Right.
So.
And another celebrity, Brittney Spears. So far, there's 2 stories about her that Brittney Spears she began talking with her mother again weeks ago, and then she wants to get back together with her sister too, because there was a lot of drama.
There was a lot of drama in that household, right?
Yes, and there was a lot like Brittney Spears there was a rumor going on that her mother sold her journal and her antique dolls, and that wasn't true. And his mother, Lynn, she posted, her mother, Lynn, she posted saying, "No, it's not true."
Wasn't her father
a picture
the
of the
problem?
journal and the dolls.
Who was the? It was. I mean, I know that she had.
I definitely would get back to with the father, but so far with the mother, she was over the moon as she left LA on Monday, making it clear how happy she was restoring her relationship with her daughter.
So her mother was excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, Miss Bianca, was it the like what transpired in this relationship? I know that you know, like a lot of younger people in the industry, they have, you know, falling outs with their family. They have
it's like
mental
a lot
health
of
issues.
child stars. You know, there's been problems with child
stars. She put her life together, man. She had some problems, but who doesn't have problems? Who doesn't have problems?
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't have gone
we got the
that
countdown.
far.
We got people pointing cameras at us.
Yeah, and Brittney Spears is not forgiving her dad, Jamie, amidst health issues, and he actually has a leg amputated.
So she is still upset about her father.
She wants to get back with her family,
money,
except
right?
her father.
He's the one that stopped her from having money or something,
Yeah.
and she had the residency in Vegas.
He really mentally broke her down and stuff, and he was so harsh to her, like saying that she's getting bigger. So he would put her on a strict diet, just only eating chicken and canned vegetables at one point. You know, and that there was a quote that, like, I guess, you know, well, anyways, Jamie Spears is currently healing and having his leg amputated last month after knee replacement. And
like
caused him to get terrible infection. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So that's the news so far. But you know, I'm happy for Brittney Spears that she's wanting to have her family back, and you know, there's certain things you could forgive and you can't forgive.
You know, that's another thing. We should really talk more about that, and that's what we want you guys at home out there, and wherever you're listening or watching. We want you to reach out to the show and let us know topics you want us to talk about, whether it be hard news or fun stuff, or R-Dub eating something stupid or running around in underwear in the street. We'll do it for you.
Oh my God.
We'll do it for you. Actually, let's call Mama right now. Should we call Mama online right now? No, I won't do it to you today.
She might be sleeping.
I know.
That's the problem. She's a very busy woman with, you know, her business.
The time zone, right. So R-Dub, I know we're running on time slot here. What do you have to put out? We are on to do a Facebook Live after the show, so you will be checking us out after the show. Right after this, know that the show, if you're listening to us right now on FM or you're watching us, then you know that we have to come off air, and wherever it's being, and if we're going to be doing a live on Facebook, and it's going to be Facebook Live, we're going to do that to take your questions or just have a little behind the scenes. You understand that the video production has to come offline before we can go back online. So please hold out for that for a second. Give us a minute on that. R-Dub, what do you have for the group, and what's our time? 3 minutes, 2 minutes? What are we at?
Yeah, we're right about it like that. 3-minute mark
You
right
got
now.
anything to put out there? In your face! Come on. Hello, Governor!
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
You know, we didn't hear Dick say hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Ah, nice.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I'll give that to him.
Not bad.
Can I do an accent? From that movie, it was so funny. Grown Up.
Yeah, Grown Ups.
It's like, you do an accent, go with it, keep it.
Right. You know what? That's a great movie. Big fan of Kevin James.
I love Kevin James.
All right. So, anything else there, R-Dub?
Kind of going off of what we were saying about yesterday. Always looking for, people who are interested
Motivated.
in either sponsorships. If you want to reach out, that's perfectly fine. But we'll be doing a lot of phone calls and emails throughout the next few weeks, as well as interviews as a job for social media. We need a beautician still. Any schools for apprenticeships. Really, if you feel like you have anything to bring to the table,
Right.
we're all like we
You're
always
wide
have
open,
open ears, and we will try to find the perfect position to put you in because we do need a lot of help
Right.
because there's a lot of big things coming.
And we're big into cross training, so you could be doing two different jobs, 3 different jobs at once. You're learning a plethora of things. What else, R-Dub?
That's really all about I got, and
we are probably. I feel like we're like 4 minutes out. I think you're reading wrong. I'm seeing 4 minutes. I'm seeing 4 minutes, Miss Bianca. I'm going to give you another 2 minutes because I think R-Dub is bad on his math. I think R-Dub's bad on his math because I'm looking at 57 minutes on the clicker.
Richard was the one telling me that we had the 5
Dick over there doesn't know anything.
We got to find you a different job.
Yeah, Dick doesn't know Dick. So let's move on. That's
fun
all he
to
knows.
be here
That's
right
all
now.
he knows is Dick. He doesn't know anything else other than Dick because he's giving us the wrong time. So Dick needs to back off and let R-Dub handle it because I'm seeing that we got 1 minute and 30 seconds. So, Miss Bianca, it is yours for the 1:30. Plus, you get to close it out singing.
30, my goodness.
We're giving you a fresh 1:30 in your face.
Okay. Well, I did leave out something about Britney Spears, the topic. Britney Spears, that Monday, she wanted to also see her sister, but unfortunately she didn't show up because she's doing something else of filming overseas or something like that. So that's why they haven't got in touch at all. But that's why they're saying her sister's gonna be next to for her to talk it over.
Do you think is there what's the buzz on that? Is there going to be is that going to be a positive interaction?
I think so. Because the media portrays a lot of things like, oh, rumor said your sister said so and so, and
I've been waiting for you to come up with some Prince Harry, Meghan Markle stuff. I mean,
well,
I know that there's some stuff out there, and I wonder if you know about it yet or not. Or am I going to have to put it out tomorrow?
Meghan Markle. She actually wore a diamond bracelet that was a gift from the king, and she was wearing it recently on a trip that she was in. I believe I don't know what trip it was, but I saw it was really nice. So I don't know if they're gonna if she's still talking to him or something, to keep the family together.
I mean,
but, who knows?
I think the concern was Queen Elizabeth, from what I understand. But I don't know. I just thought you might have some information on that since you seem to be. Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor. All right, so now we are at the hard 30-second break.
Yeah.
So again, I want to thank you out there in your face, KKTC. It's true Cinotti. That's right. It's true Cinotti. We want to thank you for letting us into your home. Thank you for letting us into your lives. I personally am humbled by your following. You're taking the time to watch and listen. Your emails, your communications, our ratings. I thank you very much for that.
Yes.
I know that the whole team does. You know, we are all about communication. Check us out on the Facebook Live session after the show. We're going to continue doing that. Feel free to jump in and communicate with us. Send an email, TheHostileZone at BBS Talk Radio, TheHostileZone at BBSTalkRadio.com. Eric at EricAndrewCinotti.com, Eric at EricAndrewCinotti.com. You can also check us out at Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone on Facebook, The Hostile Zone fan page, Miss Bianca Sea, both Facebook, Instagram. I also have Twitch, Rumble, Patreon, and also you can check out all the shows on YouTube as well, and your local cable provider. And if it's not available, call your provider and tell them you want Cinotti on your TV. All right. We got a dirty mic coming our way or what?
We do.
All right. Send it over. Do I need to unplug?
Always.
Always. And Cinotti is about to hear you, but he's out for now.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming. The rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Whoa. What can I say? Dirty Mike. Not so bad for a dirty Mike. I'm looking right at the camera. KKTC, thank you. We love you. Love your family. Love your friends. But always love your country. Keep your head on a swivel. 360, 365. Always. Miss Bianca, you wrote the song. Let them hear it.
Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice.
And that's right. It's another night of a 5-day week. And guess what? Cinotti heard you.